Oh, hi. So welcome to my last day of my trip from Houston, Texas to Vancouver, Washington. So why am I going to Washington? Well, if I haven't made it clear yet, and some of the other videos I posted, or if you just don't know and you're actually taking the time to watch me on these videos, on this channel, well, I am going to Vancouver, Washington to a school, Northwest Renewable Energy Institute, to train to become a wind turbine technician. It's very exciting. You know, it's been a crazy year. You know, we've all lost a lot. I lost my business, and officially was already kind of going that direction. This was going to be a year of comeback, and all this stuff, and it was going to be great. That didn't happen, and that's okay. I after taking a couple of weeks or months off of the business that I was running, I was running a windshield repair company, as some of you may know. I kind of lost my nerve for it, or desire to be a part of any of that. This year has brought out a little bit of the crazy in people, and I feel like everybody's lost their damn marbles. But it's really shined a light on some of the parts of life that I feel like had become complacent to me, and I was a little numb to the stress level involved in my everyday life of running that company, and it was sad. I'm sad to see it go. It was a very instrumental part of my life, I think, and I learned a lot about a lot of things and a lot of people too, including myself. I learned that a lot about where to put my faith and my trust. But that's not this kind of video. I'm just kind of telling you what's going on my journey. But that's where I'm at. That's where my headspace is, and I kind of fell onto the idea of being a wind turbine technician through an ad on Facebook. I guess my phone had been listening to me talk about finding a new career path, and something that was going to give me travel and all this stuff, or whatever, and my phone's just going and starts throwing ads at me on Facebook. And so I clicked on it and thought, what the hell, right? And that kind of looks cool. And all the years of me taking Draven to Kilgore, back and forth from Houston to Kilgore, Dallas, or whatever, been all over Texas with that kid. But we always see the wind turbine blades being transported. They're huge. If you've never seen these things up close, I mean, they are huge. I'm not gonna give you an exact number or anything like that, but I mean, it's like half a football field long, if not a full football field. I don't know. They're huge. Especially when you see one just going past you on the highway, and so it's always been kind of a thing of conversation. Draven always goes, "Hey, look at that! What is that?" So we've had those conversations, but that's about us. Other than seeing them on the highway whenever we're on road trips and stuff, I never really had much of an interest beyond that. So it was a long shot for sure, but I hit the button, applied for it real quick, and lo and behold, I got a phone call like 30 minutes later from a lady at Northwest Renewable Energy Institute saying, yes, you can, and yes, you should. And I told her exactly what I was looking for, and she says, yes, it is. And so I started getting a little more excited, and I started really thinking to myself, is this something that I can do? And after looking into it, I'm like, this does kind of check all those boxes. This is something that I think I can do. But then I got to figure out, just because I can do it, do I want to do it before I do it? Because I'm 37 years old, and I've got a lot of life behind me, a lot of decisions that I've had to deal with, good and bad. And I guess suffer the repercussions of, or it's just all part of life, to tell you the truth. And I think this is going to fit into the direction that my life is was heading towards and that I wanted to. You know, I see this opportunity as something that, for myself, is going to be very gratifying. You know, I'm going to get to travel. I'm going to get to experience a lot of things with purpose. You know, traveling with a purpose, not just to go sit on a beach somewhere and enjoy the sunlight or something like that. You know what I mean? Which is great, and I definitely will have time for that in my life. But I think being part of an industry that is all over the world, and, you know, there's different opportunities all over the world. So I'll get to see all different kinds of things for a reason, you know, and I think that's really cool. You know, the money's going to be good, you know, good enough. I've really kind of simplified my expectations of what I think this life owes me, and you know, I've kind of come to the conclusion that it doesn't owe me anything. I've got to take it. I've got to go. I've got to get it. I've got to work for it. You know, just because I have put in the work in the past for other directions doesn't mean that I suddenly just am given anything. You know, and I think that's a great lesson for everybody to learn. There are no certainties in life. You know, you have to make this happen for yourself. And this is something that I've decided to do, that I found on my own. You know, I've never known anybody that's done this. I've never known anybody in the industry. Most of the people that I know in my life don't even agree with renewable energy. You know, I mean, you know, like it's some kind of political ploy or something. I have no idea. It's a crazy world we live in. It's just a cool career path, you know. That's the way I see it. I mean, the renewable energy part of it is very cool. Sure, you know, it's been happening for a long time, but my direction doesn't have to be about that. You know, I don't want to play the political game that that most people associate with this kind of direction. You know, I just don't care about that stuff. You know, I know more about politics this crazy year in 2020 than I care to ever know again. And nor have I ever in my life. I've never really cared about it. But gee, everybody lost their marbles. You know, like I said. And so, that's not what it's about for me. This is about doing something new and exciting. Something I've never known anybody to do. Something I've never known. I want to learn something new. And, you know, that's important to me. And it's important that my kids see that too. You know, Draven, Rigby, and I want to give y'all everything, and I wish y'all could be here with me on this journey. And I think, you know, one of the cool things about this career path is that it is going to actually open up an opportunity for more things like that. I'll be on these, you know, jobs for 6 to 8 weeks or something like that, and then I'll have, you know, 2-3 weeks off, you know, give or take, you know, depending on the career or the actual business that I'm involved with, where I get a job and the job. You know, I mean, who knows? A lot of unknowns, but you know, this is going to provide me something that I've never really been able to do for you guys. You know, in my career as a father, you know, I'll be able to actually take you on vacations. You know, whenever I'm off, it's all about you guys, and I think everybody in my life knows that. Not to expect too much out of me whenever I'm off. It's all going to be about Draven and Rigby. Me and my boys conquering the nation, or the world, you know? And that's what's important to me, and that's what most excites me. I can't wait. It's been a great trip. You know, something I'll never forget. I've shared a little bit of it. A lot of it I've kept to myself. You know, I don't have to share everything in my life. Everything that enters these eyeballs doesn't have to be on a page like this, or channel, on Facebook. You know, sometimes I can just remember it, and honestly, I'm looking forward to really expressing some of the things that I've encountered, or some of the things that I've seen with the people that I love face to face. Face to face, not FaceTime, not text message, not Facebook, not even on YouTube. You know, these are great resources to have, but I feel like most people in my life, most friends that I've known, and most people around the world have kind of leaned on it just a little bit too much. Not me. I'm going to get away from it a little bit, back off of the social media and start, opening my eyes and seeing the world and experiencing things that, holding a phone, or watching a movie, playing a video game or whatever, can't get me. Like how about reading a book in the top of a wind turbine tower while waiting for somebody to give me permission to do, a lockdown or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's an experience that I think that, no one else could have, and it could actually be interesting to hear about. I don't know. we'll see. But the future is very bright. For myself, for my kids, for my family. I will not accept failure. I've come a long way, not just on this trip, but in life. And I'm looking forward to this being a benchmark or a platform for me to start the rest of my life. So here's to the beginning of the rest of my life. I love you guys. And Draven, I love you, man. I want to talk to you real soon. Rigby, let's keep video chatting. I love you, boys. Mwah!